Hello. I'm sort of back. I'm gonna try to make this, or at least up front, quick. I'm recovering. It was a self-induced, crippling, painful 4 weeks. Let me just get to the bottom of this. I was at the ER a few days ago, and the doctor eventually came up to me and she said, "It's just gout. You're having a severe chain reaction of gouts." I had 6 inflammations and I was in ER. Both my knees, my toes, my wrists, my elbow. I was crippled in pain for 4 weeks. And I thought it was, an autoimmune thing, rheumatoid arthritis, something severe, cancer. I don't know what it was. I was dying. So I'm recovering now. I can sit down now. I can actually sit, and I'll be able to push myself off this chair. I've tested it out. My knees are recovering. It was the carnivore diet, self-induced, so a little embarrassing. I don't know, but I just never, you don't think that something gets so bad. And I am not against the carnivore diet, oddly enough, but I'm off of it. I think God said, "Nah, you're going to eat your daughter's cooking," because I spent my time with my daughter since she was 11, and she's become a culinary chef. And I mean, she's not officially titled chef, but they're ready to put her in that position, like a sous chef. But, and she cooks all kinds of incredible stuff. And then, of course, and I just think God, I'm trying to, the reason why is God punishing me? I was calling out to God so much in my pains. I mean, I was laying in tortured imprisonment in my mind, in my body. I was crippled. I could not get out of bed. The wife, my son-in-law, my daughters had to literally, like a nurse, physically handle me getting up out of bed as I'm quivering in pain. Gravity hurt on my joints, the ones that were inflamed, and my whole body was falling apart. It was incredible, and I'm still in it. I still have aches and pains, and I'm just coming out of it, but I'm on a regular diet now. I stopped eating the beef, and I'm going to make a longer video about the carnivore diet and how I still think it's I think it's an arsenal in your tool of diets. I don't think I am going to disagree now that it's a lifestyle. I think it's a very poor lifestyle just by the mere fact that you're removing a huge part of humanity, which is taste and food and culinary stuff and experiences. And to have a diet that's so austere or severe that if you go off of it a little, you get horrible results, doesn't sound like a good diet to be on. And there's plenty of healthy people that are not on carnivore diet. Plenty. But there are people that it seems to have really helped, and those have floated to the top on YouTube and Facebook channels. So you're hearing that part, but I think the part where people like me are like, okay, this is definitely not for me. My body would not. It got worse and worse, even as I got more austere or whatever the word is, in being true to the actual diet. It did not. My body would not recover. It kept getting worse and worse with inflammations. And give it time. Well, I'm not going to give it more time. I've had 4 months. Anyway, so I'll talk about that more later. I just want to let you know that what's been going on. I couldn't get out of bed. I'm going to go ahead. I'm done explaining everything, and I'm going to get back on for the Lord. I miss it. I miss it. I want to work. I want to sit here and work on stuff. I just sat. I couldn't even watch movies barely. I only could watch really big blockbuster movies. I couldn't watch anything sort of deep. My mind was in a brain fog. I mostly just watched a ton of YouTube videos in my delirium, especially very mellowy ones. Like people preparing foods or walking tours or just mellow stuff. Because I still, I don't know if you can see the inflammation, see my wrist, it's coming down. This is sort of the last of the inflammation. But I've only been on the regular diet now for 4 days, but every day has been progressively better. I'm able to do I was not able to sit on the toilet for a few days there. It was very disgusting and sad for my wife to have to deal with it, and me shivering in pain like I'm 104 and slouched and naked, and I was literally just my legs are spread and I was standing over the toilet and just shivering as I was making a mess. You know, that's another thing about hospitals or being crippled or whatever, just the whole how you deal with that. And then I figured out the next day, okay, honey, I can't make you go through that again. So the bathtub shower is next to the entrance door. So I grabbed onto the doorknob and basically leaned back to go number 2 into the bathtub so that we could just spray it down. And just bidet my derriere, and that worked out pretty good for a few days. And then that's when I started eating regular food, and then the huge poos came out then. But the second time we did it, she used a tub, picked up the big part, put it out in the toilet, and then cleaned out the rest of it, and that was fine. But then after that, I was recovering, so I was able to get on the toilet again, barely. But I don't have this wrist. I couldn't push myself back up. I had to pivot up. I couldn't use my knees. And pivoting up is incredibly painful. There was one time where my son-in-law I was on the couch watching a movie with them, crippled and in pain, but I wanted to kind of just do that. And he had to bear hug me, lift me up, and so that my feet would slide under me and I would get the weight of my body on him. And it was painful to have the weight adjust to my feet and knees. So that's what I've been going through for the last 4 weeks, and I'm just exhausted. So I haven't given up or anything. I just was forced to. God's definitely telling me something. But I think the one thing he's telling me is to enjoy my daughter's cooking. So she's been making breakfast for me and lunch or whatever, and it's been wonderful. And I'm recovering. I'm recovering with normal food. I plan on I plan on sort of dieting in a different way. Certainly eating healthy, not going crazy with junk food or sugars or anything, but probably keto or ketovore or just moderation. Just moderation. I think it's probably. Anyway, I'll do another video on that, on the carnivore thing. But I just want you to know where I'm at. I've got so much joy and relief today that I'm able to sit here. I'm able to get up and do things, do dishes, shower on my own. I couldn't even get into the shower. I couldn't even get my legs over the bathtub just to get in the shower to shower. My wife had to sponge bath me for a week there. And she's, a fashion director. She's dealing with fashion day in and day out, and then has to deal with me. So, whew. Man, I've been in bed. My bed is like a king, but it's high. It's got a big frame that's high. So I was able to rotate, get out of there, and shuffle in pain. I had to hold my wife or son-in-law's shoulders, and they walked ahead of me as I moaned and groaned and sweared like a sailor for a week or two there. But yeah, the ER, the doctor said, there's no pain, there's no damage in my joints, which would be rheumatology, or rheumatoid arthritis or arthritis. She would have seen damage in my joints, and she did my wrist X-ray, and there wasn't any damage in there. So she's like, it must be gout then, based on the carnivore and how much you're just eating of that. But I'm gonna, and I am still gonna go to a rheumatologist. I got an appointment later on, but once I get a little better and more mobile. But the only thing that improved my condition is by eating normal and getting off the carnivore. So, because on the carnivore it would not improve at all. And I had this for 4 months, and it got severely bad in the last 4 weeks. Severely, horribly. I never experienced this kind of grinding pain, and throughout the nights too. So, yeah, I'm kind of annoyed by it all, but I'm also now relieved and kind of joyful. I guess again, I'm going to enjoy my daughter's cooking now to the end of my life. I'm going to enjoy, and as opposed to cutting that off. I think that was, to me, a bit narrow-minded, selfish, whatever. thinking I had a panacea in the carnivore diet. I'm going to live my life enjoying food with my daughter. My daughter's cooking, and my wife, and my family. So anyway, I'm not going to work yet. I'm probably going to try to just enjoy my freedom again because I was in prison for 4 weeks. I'm going to try to just relax and I don't know. I would try to play a computer game or something, just to and get something that'll get my juices flowing again, my brain. I'm still in a brain fog, but it's not a painful brain fog. It's more of a relief brain fog. Okay, so I'll try to make this. I know I babble on. But anyway, I just want to let you all know what's up with me, and I'm getting back into the swing of things, and we'll see how it goes. All right, take care, and remember, in the game of life, roll holy dice.